Good afternoon, everyone. I'm here to share with you Cara Brandon's new design team. Our Cara is absolutely over the moon about this, and I'm so excited for her, and so are the girls. So we have our Marcy Davis, Sharon Kinsley, Linda Verrill, and of course Linda's up here in Scotland with me, even though we both grew up about 10 miles from one another in Surrey. Denise Seatles, Jen Petterson, you know me, Wendy Townsend, and those who've been with me for quite a while remember that Wendy, when she very first up, she did that huge folio, you know, with all the flips and flaps in, with the owls on, and I was sending you all over there to like her page, you know, her YouTube, so we could get her some subscribers. So most of you will know Wendy. And Gardenia, handmade by Gardenia. You'll remember Gardenia as well. And then we've got Laurie Ferguson, Keely Dowling, our Keely, she's in Australia, and Eb Wineglass. Wonderful, wonderful collection of ladies. I'm so happy to be working with these girls. I really are. That wasn't very good English, was it? I really am. Must be getting late. So this is the kit that she's done for June for the design team, and it's called Farmhouse. So we've got this gorgeous antiqued aging wood on the background, where you've got your fence in here and your lovely barn. That's what I love about the American barns, is the shape of them, and they usually have red lids, red roofs. It's going to be one of those days, isn't it? And I love this colour palette. You've got that really soft colour that's like it's tea. It's, you know, when you tea stain, it's softer, and it's a softer brown than, you know, sort of beigey brown, and it's a much nicer brown than if you do your coffee dyeing, because your coffee dyeing, they're quite dark papers, aren't they? So you've got that going on in the background with this beautiful teal and these lovely soft orangey peachy colour. Absolutely lovely. And then we've got the windmills. I adore this chicken in the wheelbarrow. I think he's wonderful. In fact, I love him that much. I've actually stuck him on my PC as my you know, the wallpaper, because I thought he was so fun. He was just making me laugh, sat there in his wheelbarrow. And then here, and look at the state of this. Have you seen this chicken? With his hair all over the place. Look, he definitely needs a haircut, that one. And then here, we've got our stacking animals. And this is very indicative of farmhouse things, you know, country, farmhouse, you know, the kitchen idea, decoration, that sort of thing. But in the borders, when you're going around the borders, you'll quite often find that one sheep will be stood on another sheep. How they get up there, I haven't a clue, but they do. You know, the first time you see it, you're like, have I just seen what I think I've seen? You know, there's a sheep on top of a sheep there. You know, I don't know how they do it, whether one of them is on the floor asleep or laying down and one climbs on top and then the other one stands up and it's still on its back, I don't know. Or whether it jumps up there, but I'll tell you now, it does happen, particularly at this time of year, you know, because all the young lambs are growing up now. And they're getting really boisterous and frisky, you know, and they're running around the fields, you know, because where we are, it's all animal farming here, you know. About 8 miles away, we've got a goat farm. Just as you're going out the back of Hoyk, if you go to Newcastleton, we've got a pig farm, and my goodness, those pigs, the size of those. I think they're saddlebacks because they are absolutely huge. But it is mainly sheep, but we do have coos around. And if you want to see the Highland cows, or coos as we call them, Highland coos, if you go to Galashiels, it's about 18 miles from here, and that's towards Edinburgh, up the A7. There are a lot of Highland cows up there as well. Absolutely lovely. Absolutely adore Highland coos. They're absolutely wonderful. So, yeah, stacking animals. And our Cara's using them again here because I think they are so much fun. And this colourways, it's just amazing, isn't it? It's just absolutely gorgeous. And then we've got the veggies coming in. Now, the strange thing is, you know, when I was down south, living down south, and when I lived in Manchester, you would have farm shops everywhere. And, of course, you could go strawberry picking and all the rest of it. You come here, it's complete opposite. No farm shops, it's all meat. It's not, you haven't got your fruit and veg. It's really strange. You don't realise the divide between the north and south until you see it. So, no, but everybody up here is really keen on gardening. You know, people do try and grow what they can. In fact, funny enough, my peas were getting too big for their pot, so I've actually put my peas out, and I'm starting to get a couple of little flowers coming on my peas, and they must be, well, they're well over 1 foot tall now, so I'm really tickled pink that my peas are coming on so well. My carrots are doing okay, and all the other things I've got down there. The only thing that's not actually growing is the catnip, and I wanted that for the cat. So he might be losing out this year. He's growing, but really slowly. Must be asleep. Right, then we've got a lovely ledger page here. Really, really gorgeous ledger page. And this colour, it's a buttery colour, isn't it? It's a buttery yellow, and it's absolutely lovely. It really is. And then this one is that gorgeous teal, but it's a greyer teal. Coming in the chicks all over it, our chickens. Then this one, it doesn't come with a line up it. That was me measuring for my journal. I couldn't be bothered to go in the other room and get the original pages that I was going to be using. Yeah, it's going to be lazy. So you've got your beetroot and you've got your corn, or maize as a lot of people call it. Wonderful, wonderful backing paper, that one. I love it. And then this is a collage sheet. And obviously you can use it in your journal as a page, or you can make what you like with it. I am so looking forward to playing with this. Haven't played with this one yet. I've been making the other ephemera at the moment. Then here we've got our journaling cards. Wonderful journaling cards. I printed mine off at all different sizes, and they stack really well if you want to put one on top of the other. Absolutely lovely. And then our tags. I really love this one. It's the colour, and you know, the buttermilk colour. I just absolutely love these colours. This is what really impressed me. Suddenly you've got the black and white coming in, but it's not pure black and white. Here you've got that tea kind of colour coming in on the wood. And here, the chicken wire, it's actually a pale pinky colour. Really lovely. And this, I absolutely love the colours there. Really, really love them. And then, of course, you get them tiny as well, so you get the 2 different sizes. And remember, when you're printing off, if you put the tick on and then take the tick off, you get them, again, you get even more sizes that way, don't you? Which really works great. This is a layered tag. So this is your back. This pocket goes on here, and then that pocket goes on there. So you land up with 2 pockets on your tag. And I'll show you mine shortly, so you'll see how it goes. I love that wooden button. I really love that button and these chicks. These are your pockets. So you've got 2 pockets. And obviously you fold here, so that goes underneath, which I'll show you in a minute. And it means you can have a floating pocket if you want, or you can glue it on anything, basically. Wonderful shaped pockets. And then our ephemera. I'm not exactly sure I've got a bit of grass on there. I've no idea. Must be come from the cat. So this is the ephemera page. And what an incredible ephemera page, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. I love it. I love the milk things. I think they are great. I really do. And then like the seeds. Now your 4 packets of seeds, if you noticed, one's got a little label on and one's got the flower on. You know, it's got that gorgeous flower on. So you know, they're not the same. And of course you've got your coos again with the animals stuck on the back of them. These butterflies, beautiful, beautiful colour. And our chickens, absolutely lovely. It's a fabulous kit, it really is. And it's 40% off for a week starting today. Okay, I think it works out at about $3. Trying to convert the money. I think it's about $3 that you would pay if you're over the pond, so to speak. So I'm going to show you what I've done so far. Now, I was so tickled pink on Saturday. My fabric came through. So I was really, really over the moon. So this, if we're in frame still, just making sure we're still in frame, this is my cover. I absolutely loved this fabric when I saw it, you've got all these little phrases on here. The bright, breezy, golden days of late summer and early fall are full of surprises and delights. The air is clear and it's time for harvest. So you're talking about, you know, it's the second harvest is the fruit harvest. The first harvest is the grains. You know, you get your wheat in and what have you. And I just thought it's perfect for a country-fied one, you know, for a cottage or a farmhouse kitchen. And then I've used this lovely tag, you know, the black and white check tag. Here I've cut this, I've fussy cut this one that you can see, and I've put a little foam pad underneath. That's from the ephemera. That's the little the little tiny sunflower. This was actually a blue colour, but I've actually made it black with I actually used a Sharpie pen. I didn't use any of my other pens, I just used a Sharpie on that because it was the nearest one at hand, and it just came together so beautifully. All this ribbon that I've got, and I'm going to bring it over just so you can see all this lovely ribbon. I was talking about it last week. Now I managed to get all these rolls, I think, is it eight rolls? Yeah, 8 rolls of ribbon. There's another couple over there. I've got a pink and a blue over the other side over there. So it's 10 rolls you go together. And there's 2 meters on each. Now this is from Amazon. And it worked out at something like 25 cents per meter. Because I was looking through and I was going to order different ribbons, just the colours I wanted at the time. You know, obviously red and green, obviously. And a couple of other colours, and I thought, no, you know, by the time I'm paying 1 yard each, and then often you've got to pay for postage and packaging and all the rest of it, this was so much cheaper. I was really, really amazed. I really was. It was absolutely amazing. So if you want to get your gingham ribbon, have a look on Amazon at the deals, because obviously there was one there that was a bit bigger than that one. Had a lot more colours in it. I think it might have been 15 colours or something. I can't quite remember. But, you know, if you want to go in for the, like, more yellow and, you know, more other choices, you know, do go and have a look around at Amazon, because they're really good. Or, you know, or anywhere else you want to have a look at. But Amazon, I was tickled pink with them. I really was. So that's my cover that I've started. Now in here, this is all the ephemera I've been making. As you can see, I've been having fun the last couple of days. I've got this great big stack of it all now. So what I've done so far, obviously some of these pages are hanging out because I've not sized it or anything. But I decided I'm going to make 2 signatures on this one. It's going to work really well, 2 signatures. And that's just some ephemera that I found. I found lots of lovely, lovely book pages to put in. You know, I've got a lot of chicken books. I actually found this book ages ago, and it was on chicken breeding. And my son at the time was actually working for the chicken people just here. He was a supervisor going out, you know, when they go and collect all the eggs and what have you. And there's some horses there. So I've managed to find some really, really good book pages to go in this one. You know, I've really, really been very, very fortunate to have what I had in the house. I didn't have to go looking, because sometimes you want to do a journal and you haven't actually got what you want, have you? You haven't actually got the colours you want, or you haven't actually got the topic you want, or you can only find one, you know. That's the normal one, isn't it? There's some coos. So, yeah, this is ready now. These are just things that book pages that I found that I'm going to cut up and put in here. So this is all ready for me to, you know, I want to do some stenciling and things like that on the pages first, and I may sew round a couple of pages. So I decided I'm not going to sew it in until I've finished playing with the pages, and once I've finished playing with the pages, I'll then sew it in. Normally I don't actually get this bit done, you know, get this bit on the outside done until I've completely finished all the ephemera. But this time, because the fabric arrived, I thought, right, I'm going to do that, not get a load of stuff out, because my son and grandson were due, and I thought, well, you know, just get on with this for now. So that's how I've managed to get that done first. Most strange. I've got my little, I've now dropped half of them off. Look, I've even made some paper clips. Look at this. I even made some paper clips that I can hold some of my journaling cards and that in. So I sat there and I even made some of these. Look, I've been organised. It doesn't happen very often. So I've got some paper clips already there. Now I'm going to show you some of the, I'm not going to show you all the stuff I've made, but show you some of the tags that I've made. All of these I've printed off at 2 sizes, with the tick on and with the tick off. Now you need to come down a bit, don't I? That's better, now you can see better. And I've used some of Tracy's labels, her new ones, you know, her latest labels, and I've used some of Cara's tickets, and I've used obviously some, you can see here, I've used some of the gingham ribbon on it as well, and this is some of Cara's ephemera. Now all these pictures and ones that I'm using through here, the vintage looking ones, are from Raw Pixel. Again, I got them from there. So here we have a load of, we have chickens on this one. And then I love this one. Their terms are cash. They want cash. They're going to be stood there, and if you don't hand your money over, you get nothing. I think we've got that book coming on. Right, and then this one here, I love this with the 3 chickens. I thought it was absolutely brilliant, getting the 3 chickens together. Perfect. So, as I say, I've done absolutely masses of tags, but I don't want to get them all out. You'll be here till next year. And then I'll just show you some of the, move them. I'll just show you just a few of the journal cards. Because we've got a coup. We've got an island coup on that one. So, I mean, they just marry up really well, don't they? Really lovely. Tracy's labels again. This here, where it says 1 quart, and underneath there it says berries, it comes in 3 different colours, and that is Cara's last lot of labels that she did. So you've got the 3 tin lids. It looks like tin lids. You know when Tracy did her tin lids? It looks like that, but they're not. It's actually telling you that you've brought 1, 2 or 3 quarts of berries, and it is perfect for this. Absolutely perfect. I am just tickled pink with that. I don't want to go. I've got massive tags there. I've got absolutely loads. I'm just going to get just a couple more just to show you. You see, I mean, obviously it's such a versatile kit. It really is. So there's just a few more of the bits that I've done, and there's so many. I've done absolutely loads. So I'm really at the stage now where I'm going to be doing, I'm up to envelopes next, and, you know, belly bands, that type of thing. And then the pockets. I've printed the pockets at 2 sizes, 2 different sizes as well. I'm hoping if I do this, you'll be able to see them okay. So I've got the pockets at different sizes as well, and I've decorated them. And they're fab, aren't they? Absolutely lovely. Really love these too. So these are your pockets, and you can see, because if you've got this on the back, you can actually put on here a piece of lined paper or something like that. I mean, you imagine this on the back of there. You can use that for journaling space and have it as a floating pocket. Just, you know, pin it in. So they're Cara's pockets. And then the other thing I've been doing, let's see, I'll show you more tags. These are the stacking, what's this? Stacking tags. So on this one, I've actually put that one of those little 3-4 packet of seed things on the front. So I've actually made another little spot there. And then you've got this one here and this one here. And they're lovely, aren't they? Now that's the normal way. And then what I did with this one is I've used Tracy labels here, and these are Tracy's, and I've stacked them together. You can see I've stacked 2 tags together to give it, you know, make it look different. You know, if you look at that one and then look at that one, they're just totally different. You wouldn't think they were the same same tag. It just looks totally different, and I think that's what you like in your journal, isn't it? You're not seeing the same thing. This is one of the ephemera sunflowers just there. I've fussy cut all the way around that and then just stuck it in there, and if you look down there you'll be able to see him. He just goes, I just tucked him underneath there. So that's the stacking tags. And then the other thing I've been doing, it's all right, I'll let you go in a minute. You won't be climbing the walls completely. Okay, I'm showing you the back first. Tracy did these, oh gosh, it's a long time ago. It is a long time ago. Year and a half maybe, but it's a long time ago. And these are seed packets. And when Tracy did this, suddenly everybody was doing seed packets. Now, what I've done, where it says notes on the back, I've actually cut out the definition, you know, from the book and stuck it on the back. And I've just found things that I think would be lovely in a cottage garden. Crab apples. Now, I used to make crab apple jelly. There were a lot of crab apples in Manchester. Absolutely lovely, but they don't grow up here. Red currants. We have red and black currants down at the hub. Wonderful, and the kids love them. Bird cherry. Now, we have bird cherry up here, not your normal wild cherry. So here we have wild cherry there. I put a beech tree in there. And that's gooseberries. I absolutely adore gooseberries. I really do. And then chamomile. Chamomile is so healing, because I was thinking, well, you don't just have farms with fruit and veg in, you also have herb farms, don't you, where they actually grow lavender, chamomile, you know, all the herbs that we'd use in medicinal things, and of course they use them in perfumes and all sorts, don't they? So they're my little seed packets. I've made them too. So I've actually been quite busy on this little journal. I mean, it's only taken a couple of days to do all this lot because I've not done much else. Oh dear, I had a blitz of the house a couple of days before. And then when this arrived, I thought, oh good, I can get on. So I'm going to stack it all away and get it all hidden again. Put him all away, and then I can get on with getting some stenciling done. Now, what about this one? On my scan and cut, I found a little chicken. And I cut him down to, was it 3.5 centimetres in height from, I think it was 100 millimetres, so it went down, you know, to 35. And I put them in a row and I cut them out. I've got the little yellow chicken somewhere. And what I'm going to try and do is see how that will stencil on a page. I thought that would be so lovely, you know, with the country theme, to just stencil this onto a couple of the pages at the bottom and see how I go with that. So that's my experiment for later. I mean, it's not a heavy card, and you don't really need a heavy card if you're using distress ink, because it's not going to get that wet, is it? You know, when using a distress ink, it's damp, but it's not wet, is it? So I'm hoping that works out okay later. Look, the donkey's looking at you. So yeah, I've had an absolute ball making all this lot. Wendy has made a flippy thing. She, you know, with flips out and what have you, with envelopes in, and goodness knows what. Oh, there's the strawberries. And it's lovely, absolutely beautiful. And her video is up now. Laurie's video has gone up, but I haven't seen it yet. And Linda's video is a flip through. So when mine goes up shortly, there'll be at least 4 videos there. I will link the videos that are up and link the YouTube, you know, where their actual YouTubes are for the girls who haven't done a video yet. You know, their main page. So you know which of the girls are up there, if you'd like to follow along. And obviously our Cara did her flip through yesterday, knowing it was going to be released today. Wonderful. And she did the design team better than I did it, because she did all the names, and then she went back and she very slowly said who they all were, so that we could write all the names down. Because obviously you know a name and you know it, and you think, oh well, I know who that is, but you might not have seen them. I've seen Gardenia because she uses that picture herself all the time, and you're like me, you'd know me because obviously you have my same one. But some of these girls I've never seen before. I've never seen Marcy, so I don't know what Marcy looked like. So it's great. So we were writing the names down quick yesterday so we could share them with you today. So thank you so much for being here. As I say, if you want to go over and get the Farmhouse kit, and it is lovely, it really is. I'm absolutely tickled pink with this kit, and I just adore the colouring on it. Do come and play with us, because, you know, this is for June. There will be a Friday freebie linked to this kit on Friday. So obviously that'll be more goodies to play with. Yay! And you'll get them in Cara's group. Cara Brandon and Friends, if you're not already a member. I will link that below as well. So have an amazing day. The kids in the back garden have suddenly gone very, very quiet. They must have known I was doing a video, because they were screaming and shouting and jumping around, laughing their heads off on the trampoline out there. So they must have known I was doing a video. Anyway, love and blessings, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Do go and get this kit and join along with us, because I would really love to see your mates. If you are in Cara's group, I will see your makes. But if you're not and you make this, you can tag me. I'd love to see what you make. I really would. This is just amazing. I got my washi tape, by the way, on Saturday, but I made the cover first. But I have washi taped all my bits into my 7 days of summer. You know, my big, my big journal that I was making. So it's nearly finished. So I'm just going to finish off a couple of bits that I want to add to it, and I will do a flip through for that in the next day or two. That's if I don't go back to this again, because if I go back to this, no, nothing else is going to get done for the next week. Anyway, have an amazing day, everybody. Hope you're getting sun. We've not had a lot of sun, but it's been warm and it's been pleasant. It really has, which is lovely up here. We normally get it like this for 2 weeks every year in May. And talking of May, as in the plant, which is hawthorn, hawthorn's other name is May. My May always comes out in May at some times, but it often is late. It doesn't come out until the sort of like the last week or 2 weeks of May. This year, it started blooming in June. So there's definitely something weird going on up here. I think we're a bit behind. The weather hasn't caught up that we're actually in flaming June. Never mind. Anyway, guys, thank you. Thank you for being here. Sorry I waffle so much. You know what I'm like when I get going. Love and blessings. Have an amazing day. Ta-ra.